Have you ever noticed that we all want big changes in our lives? We want to become more disciplined, more successful, more confident, more healthier, wealthier. But at the same time, we don't really enjoy taking those small daily actions that actually create those results. That was one of the biggest realizations I got while reading Atomic Habits. Before reading this book, I used to think that if I want a big result, I need to take big actions. But James Clear explains something very interesting. He says that our lives are actually shaped by tiny actions that we repeat every day. And when I read that, I started thinking about it. A plant doesn't become a tree overnight. A child doesn't become an adult overnight. Even a river carves through a mountain little by little. Nature itself works through small, consistent changes. So, why do we expect our lives to change instantly? One idea from that book that really stayed with me is most people focus too much on goals. We all have goals. We want to lose weight, we want to earn more money, we want to start a YouTube channel, we want to learn a new skill. But having a goal isn't enough. The real question is, what are you doing repeatedly every single day? Because your daily habits are eventually going to create your future. And honestly, this made me look at my own life. I realized that I was often thinking about results more than the process. I wanted consistency, but I wasn't creating a system that would help me stay consistent. So I started doing something very simple. Every day, I write a small to do list. Not fancy, just the task I want to complete that day. And at night, whenever I finish a task, I put a tick mark beside it. Now it sounds ridiculously simple, but something surprising happened. I started becoming more consistent. Some days I didn't feel motivated. Some days I wanted to postpone things. But I still found myself doing the task because I wanted that little tick mark. That tiny feeling of accomplishment becomes rewarding. And that's something this book talks about beautifully. If a habit feels satisfying, you are more likely to repeat it. And when you repeat something often enough, it slowly becomes a part of who you are. Another thing I loved about this book is the idea that we shouldn't just focus on changing our actions. We should focus on changing our identity. Instead of saying, I want to meditate, think, I am someone who meditates. Instead of saying, I want to read a book, think, I am a reader. It may sound like a small difference, but it changes the way you see yourself. Every time you perform that action, you are giving yourself evidence of who you are becoming. And then, the book talks about something that honestly made a lot of sense to me. Our environment influences us more than we realize. Think about it. If your phone is right next to you, you will probably pick it up. If a book is lying in front of you, you are more likely to read it. If healthy food is easily available, you will probably eat healthier. Many times, we blame ourselves for lacking discipline, when the real issue is that our environment is making bad habits easier and good habits harder. One thing I kept hearing throughout this book was this: stop trying to make huge changes overnight. Make good habits easy. Make them obvious. Make them enjoyable. And then repeat them. Because success is not usually one big dramatic moment. It's small actions repeated so many times that one day you look back and realize how far you have come. And I think that's the biggest message that I took from Atomic Habits. You don't need to change your whole life today. You don't need to wait for the perfect Monday, for the perfect month, or the perfect motivation. You just need one small action, then another, and then another. Because tiny habits may look insignificant today, but given enough time, they can completely transform your life. And that's what I wanted to share with you from this book. There were many other insights in Atomic Habits, but these are the ideas that stayed with me the most and actually made me reflect on my own life. And now I would love to hear from you. What's the one habit that you are currently trying to build? Or what's one habit that you are trying to break? Let me know in the comments. I genuinely read them and I would love to know your thoughts. And if you have already read Atomic Habits, tell me your biggest takeaway from the book. Also, if you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe because I will be sharing more book summaries, powerful ideas, and powerful lessons that we can actually apply in our everyday lives. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.